Hi everyone, Katie Wolf, and for my second book talk, I chose to discuss realistic fiction. Realistic fiction is my favorite genre to read, and I think it's definitely the most accessible for adolescent readers like my students. I chose to read Catalyst by Laurie Halse Anderson because she's a very popular author with whom I was already familiar, though I'd never read this book before. Catalyst is set in the same community as her New York Times bestseller, Speak, which I figured would be a good way to recommend this book to students. If they liked Speak, I could recommend this book to them as well. Catalyst is about a high school senior named Kate, who is basically an all-around golden child. She's a science and math super genius, waiting to hear of her acceptance from MIT, a medal-winning cross-country runner, and a minister's daughter. All of these qualities culminate in a persona the main character refers to as Good Kate. But she has a dark side too. Bad Kate only applied to one college without telling her dad. She resents the work she has to do to take care of her father and her household. And she makes enemies at school, including a formerly fat but now all muscle girl named Terry Litch, who also happens to be Kate's neighbor. Kate works hard to show everyone that she has her life together, but readers know that Kate is internally not as perfect as the image she constructs. Then, one day, the Litch house burns down, and Terry and her younger brother Mikey move into Kate's house and her bedroom. Despite the differences between the two girls, Kate grows to tolerate Terry and actually grows fond of adorable toddler Mikey. But as the Litch house is being rebuilt post-fire, an accident with some wires ends up tragically and fatally injuring Mikey. Everyone is devastated, but Terry's reaction is particularly dramatic, and Kate learns that Terry was actually Mikey's mother, not his sister. It is implied, though never directly stated, that Terry's now estranged stepfather is Mikey's father, and that formerly fat Terry was actually covering up a pregnancy for a multitude of reasons. This revelation serves as a moment of catharsis for Kate, who purges both good Kate and bad Kate, and strives instead to become above average Kate, as she helps Terry cope and moves forward with her college and life plans. I think this book will really appeal to female readers. It's full of teen drama that adolescent girls eat right up, and the main character is a strong female to whom girls will be able to relate. However, I struggled to find something about the novel that would appeal to male readers. Though I think the themes of the book about maintaining an image are universal to readers of both sexes, there aren't really any male characters for readers to latch onto and identify with. That being said, I think Kate is a flawed and imperfect protagonist, but I think that's okay, even good for adolescent readers to see. She's also really smart, and by the end of the novel, she has done a lot of self-discovery and made peace with the person she is and the person she wants to become someday. It's similar to Anderson's other well-known book, Speak, both in themes and in the journey of self-discovery the character makes throughout the novel. As far as class discussion goes, I think students could make a lot of great points about the characters' alter egos. I think adolescents will be able to relate to the idea that the public and their peers perceive them differently than they truly are. This is true both for Kate, who has her good side and her bad side, as well as Terry, who is perceived as an emotionally removed and mean-spirited loner, but is dealing with very difficult issues in her personal life. Kate's character also presents opportunities to discuss the sometimes unrealistically high expectations society places on its teenagers. I think students would enjoy discussing any of these points. This text is really great for observing foreshadowing, as Mikey's death, Kate's fate, and Terry's true story are all foreshadowed throughout the novel. It's also good for teaching inference, as students will have to infer what really happened to Terry in order to fully understand her character. It is never stated outright that Terry is Mikey's mother, or that her stepfather abused her. But in inferring these points, students will develop a better understanding of Terry in the same way that Kate does. A formerly misunderstood character becomes one who warrants sympathy, which also ties into the appearance versus reality theme of the novel. Overall, I really enjoyed reading this book and would definitely recommend it for individual readers. I might even use it for a literature circle activity in which different groups of students read different books. However, I don't think I could justify teaching this novel as its own unit in my classroom. Though it has universal themes and characters I like, I think something is missing from the book that would make it relatable for a wide variety of readers. It would be a good and meaningful read for some, but I wouldn't want to turn other students off to reading by forcing this book on them.